are so many games on sale for the Nintendo Switch, and in today's video I'm going to take a look at five discounted games that I went on the Nintendo eShop store, purchased, and I want to share these games with you. It's hard to choose sometimes. There's so many games coming out all the time. It's hard to keep up. I know I can't keep up. And, you know, I wanted to share these games. Now, these games are far from perfect, but at a heavy discount, it might be worth checking out some of the games that I share with you today. I do many other Switch videos. I have made a playlist. You may want to check out that playlist, and the link is below. So sit back, relax. Here we go. First up is Feudal Alloy, and this is a Metroidvania with fish-controlled medieval robots. Yeah, right. I mean, it's like crazy story, and you know, I recommend this one because I do think it has fluid gameplay. The story is kind of lackluster, but I found it enjoyable to explore and find items and upgrade your robot. There's a lot here, a lot of gameplay here, about 7 to 10 hours to beat approximately, but I did think that at a price of $2, that's right, $2. Normally this is like a $16.99 game, but you know, at that discounted price of $2, well worth checking out. You know, this game does have some issues. There is some backtracking, but it's a fairly large game, and if you like these adventure games where you're solving basic puzzles and acquiring items, you know, the loot in this is pretty good, and I think it's well worth to check out, especially at that price. You know, I thought that the artwork was pretty interesting. The soundtrack is pretty basic, but I think that there's going to be people out there that like these types of games that might have overlooked this one. You know, to me, you know, I just saw it and I thought, oh, that's got some interesting artwork. Thought I'd check it out. You can gather pieces of the map, unlocks the map, and ways to explore this game. Now, give yourself some time to figure out the puzzles in this game. There's a lot to it, but if you give it a chance, then I think you're going to be in for a treat. Another thing I really liked about this game was the fluid animation. It controls really well. That's really the strength of this game. Even though it's a very challenging and difficult game at times, I really did enjoy what I've played so far, and I'm going to recommend this to others, as I think there's going to be people that will enjoy it. Sometimes it's neat to go explore a game that you typically wouldn't play, especially at a big discount, and State of Mind is that game for me. It shows a dystopian future set in 2048, and it has some simple puzzle solving and chill, relaxed gameplay. There's not heavy action in this game. It's more of you interacting with the environments and puzzles and information provided. And it has kind of a cliche, you know, you lose your memory at the start of the game and you got to figure things out. But what I've played so far, I do think for $2, this is a game you may want to check out. It's about 10 hours to complete the main story, and there is some problems with this game. Some people didn't like the ending. There's other issues with it. It tries to convey too much all at once, but I really like the art style of this. You have low polygon characters with very detailed environments, and I think it does a good job of at least being interesting, and especially science fiction fans I think would enjoy playing this, especially if you're fans of you know, Blade Runner comes to mind. I think that this is well worth a look, especially on sale, and I'm gonna try playing this more. I don't know if I'll ever beat it, but I want to see what other environments and things to check out in this game, as I found it compelling to continue. This next one has Contra vibes, and that's Super Cyborg. And even at full price, it's $7, but it's on sale right now for over half off. You may want to check this out, as I think this is a great run and gun and something new. Maybe you're done with playing Contra for the 100th time. You want to play something like Contra, but not Contra. Well, this one is right up your alley. Definitely everything from the graphics to the gameplay you're going to feel right at home, especially if you have played a ton of Contra games, as it takes everything great from them. It's got some cool looking enemies, weapon power-ups, and the classic spread. That's right. But I really enjoyed this one, and definitely well worth a look. It's got some screen filter options, 2-player co-op as well, as this is a fun arcade style game that I think that is a perfect match for the Switch, especially at a discounted price. Really love the color of this, and I think that, you know, these types of games are a perfect fit, especially on the go. I could see myself playing this. You know, I had some bite-sized time and I could just pick up and play this. It is very challenging though, so this is a very difficult game, one of the harder Switch games I do believe to beat. I think it's about 3 hours to get through the campaign, looking on how long to beat, but there are some extras to unlock, and you might find yourself really enjoying this one, as this is more kind of my jam type of game, these arcade style games to pick up and play, and this would be fun to beat with a friend. I'm definitely going to recommend this to my close friends and look forward to playing with them, as you know, this is a perfect 2-player game to check out. The long journey home takes nods from previous successful games such as Star Control 2, Starflight, and even Lunar Lander, and combines them into a space exploratory game. About 10 hours for the campaign. There's lots here. And does it all work 100% of the time? No. But what it is this game gives you many options. You choose your spaceship, your crew, and it throws you into a universe that randomly optimizes things, as well as you get to choose where to go. Sometimes it can be frustrating to move around, and there is some issues with how it all works together. But if you're fans of those types of games, there's a lot here, and especially at $2. Now, this has been around a while. It's been around since 2017, but for $2, I think this is well worth a look, as I think it offers quite a bit for sci-fi fans or people that like procedurally generated games, and the playthroughs are different every time. I found the lunar landing to be a little too difficult, but I think expert gamers will be able to overcome that, and there is a ton of depth here and things to explore. There is resource management. It is heavy on that, and you know, if you damage your lunar lander on planets, it can be an easy game over. But holy cow, I did like what I played so far, and I think this is going to be something in which a lot of people are going to be curious about, as there's so many of these games on the market, and sometimes hard to navigate, you know, what is a good game, what's going to be worth my time. And you know, this is typically a game that I probably wouldn't spend a ton of time with, but what I played so far, I definitely want to go back and play it some more. If you're a fan of games such as Harvest Moon, you may want to check out Bit Orchard Animal Valley. It's a more simplified version. It's got, you know, a Game Boy or 8-bit kind of themed graphics. At the beginning of the game, you are mostly planting seeds, you're managing your apple orchard, but it branches off from there. You can do other things. You can get some decor for your house. The original price of this game is only $7, but at a discounted price of $2, yeah, sign me up. Some would say this is kind of like a pocket-size Stardew Valley. I don't know if I'd go that far, and there is some grinding, especially at the start of the game, but if you can get past that, if you can get past that initial boredom of starting out and really trying to figure out this game, I think there's going to be fans out there that really enjoy it. I did like the graphics. I like what they were trying to do with this game, with definitely some nods to some other farming games such as Animal Crossing. I think this is a good game. Far from perfect, but at a discounted price, you can't go wrong with it. You know, it's kind of fun to purchase a game at a heavy discount and to check it out. And I know some of the original prices of the games I showed today, I probably wouldn't have purchased a few of them. But at a heavy discount, they're definitely worth a look. And in the comments below, what was your favorite that I showed today? Do you have any other recommendations? Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I really enjoy making content, and I have several other playlists and videos you may want to check out. If you are new to my channel and like what you see, you may want to consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I'm uploading videos and content all the time. Thank you so much. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you have a good day.